Are you somebody that struggles with your shoulders and keeping them back and down like you're always told to? Or maybe you feel like your shoulders are just tight or elevated and it's really tough for you to pull them back, or maybe your shoulder constantly feels tight, or you're just shrugged forward. If that sounds familiar, this video is going to be good for you. Hey, I'm Dr. Putney with Wellington Family Chiropractic, and today I'm going to talk about an area that's frequently tight on my patients, and that is the pec. The pec itself sits here, but in a lot of people, because of our daily activities, we tend to shorten the pec in those activities as we're working with our hands on our phones. Maybe we're on a computer, just working with our hands down in front of us, like me. Pec gets contracted, and when we do it repetitively, a lot of times it will stay shorter instead of going back to full length, allowing your shoulders to be more pulled back, or it maybe just feels like you can't get that pec to relax. If that sounds familiar, which for a lot of you it will, I'm going to give you a way to release that using either a lacrosse ball that I have here. If you don't have a lacrosse ball, you don't really need one. You can do it with a tennis ball. But I'm going to show you how to get that right on there and then take your arm through some ranges of motion so you can self-massage the areas that tend to hold the most tension, and again, just drag that shoulder forward and down. So the way you'll start, and then I'm going to reshoot the next video where you can see me lying down. You'll want to lie down with this using the ball, but you're going to find those areas in your pec through palpation or just digging in, and you'll find usually it's up just in front of the shoulder. If you come down at an angle below the collarbone, you'll find a nasty trigger point or knot in there. I've got a good one right there. So what I want to do is get that ball right on that area up against the ribs. So that's where you're going to start it, and then I'll show you how to move that ball around and just massage and release that area. Okay, so we've got our ball. We've got the setup. What I have people do at home is just put a towel on the floor and then set the ball right there. Again, remember where you're attempting to get that ball to poke into that pec at that specific spot. So I'm going to get right there and get the pec pinned down. And I've got it right there. And then what I want to do is bring that hand behind me. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure into it already. And then I'm going to bring it up and down. And so what that will do is kind of pull that pec tissue underneath across the ball. And I can move a little bit and hit another spot, and I'm just working here. The other thing I like to do is bring the arm back and then out to the side a little bit through different ranges of motion. And you'll feel as you do that, that pec really can do, or that ball can really do a good job of working into your pec and stripping out some of those really tight spots that build up over time. Again, you just need a towel and a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. The towel is good for the lacrosse ball because it's so hard. A tennis ball you can probably just put on the floor, and a lot of people have those at home. That's how I do it at home, is just a tennis ball on the hard surface of the floor, digging into that pec, trying to increase the length of it so it calms down. Obviously, there's other exercises that can help just outside of self-massage that will help pull that shoulder back. This is a great way to massage your pec if it's tight. Give this one a shot. I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you soon.